Hey mate, I also got a DD1. I'm not experiencing the issues you are. As a starting point, I just piggyback in Assetto Corsa. I created a new profile, named it BeamNG, and then I manually load it before starting BeamNG because there's no automatic profile in here. I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but that's what I have for now. Under tuning, I've got my steering angle set to 450, overall strength to 60. Peak output, natural damper is 25, friction is 5, and inertia is off, and interpolation is on 2, and the rest is just stock. I set my brake force to 75 because I find that for most of the vehicles that works better. Alright, so then you're looking at the middle of my triple screens. I've got a triple screen setup, so I've just moved this into a window so that settings don't fly off the side. But under the options for controls, in the force feedback area, as you open this, it should detect both of them. There's two drivers. For some reason, Fanatec's got this weird nonsense where they have two drivers running. It's the first one. So you just click on it for force feedback. Set your filter to wheel direct. Set the steering angle to match your preferred setting inside of here. So if you've got 450 here, set 450 there. That'll just make it match up. I've got linearity on 1. Don't invert the axes. I do invert the axis in here though, because the force feedback's in the wrong direction. Now that trips up a lot of people. All right, so when you push the car left, instead of pushing back against you, it goes more left, which is like, it's weird. All right, I set strength on 200 and smoothing on 150. The actual setup of the controls themselves, the bindings, over to you, whatever you want to do. I've got mine set up. I don't remove the original bindings. I just add an additional binding with the plus key. I'm going to cancel out of that. Let's cancel out there. And then add my axes manually. The reason for that is I use a off-screen tablet that has got a button box set up on it. So and I just downloaded it and I want to keep the defaults. After that, pretty much everything works. If you're a triple screen guy, and for the other triple screen guys, under display, I got 1080p by 3, whatever that is, 5760 something, whatever it is. Currently it's in window. You would normally switch it over to, I guess I've done with everything else, so let me switch it over to full screen for now. 5760 by 1080. Okay, enable multi-monitor render, tick that to on if you triple screen. At my distance from my monitors, I've set my FOV to 60 across all 3 monitors and my borders to 2.2, and that gives me good settings. So I'm going to apply that for now. I also use VSync on. All right. Now the settings have gone off screen, so I'm just going to go back. I wish they would do something about the UI. It is a little bit clunky over the side like that. But I have no issue running this. I'm going to just spawn that up. Give that a second to load. I have no issue running this on triple screen. I forgot to tell you my graphics are on high. I can run it on ultimate on some maps, but it's a pain in the ass to switch back and forth between settings. So I just leave it on whatever the default graphic settings are for high on my triples. And if I go to single screen for when I'm using the when I'm using my other monitor on my other machine, then I go to ultra. Alright, so I've got a couple of bindings set up on my wheels. Just switch it over. And that's it. So if you can't see, you only see my center recording, that's just me rolling the mouse. Switch off motion blur, that goes away. But I have absolutely no issues. Anyway, so I hope that helps. Cheers.